Yes, and I know we have experts in the FBI, but still.
We do have excellent experts, excellent linguists in the FBI. But even when you write in Arabic, you're not going to put the operational Arabic so that the FBI law enforcement are going to see it. But the difference is that we know as experts that if she is extremist, if the narrative is extremist, she should be in a pool. What happened is that the administration removed that pool. They call extremists as freedom of thought. So that's where we have a gap between extremists and terrorists.
All right, well, breaking right now, though, we are now seeing the first picture of Tashfeen Malik. This photo was obtained by ABC News. She is the female terrorist who pledged her allegiance to ISIS on Facebook before slaughtering 14 innocent people during the San Bernardino terror attack. Look at that woman. That's a picture of evil.
Well, now we know, unfortunately, there are a lot of pictures like her, but not everybody is violent. The issue is that now we are on two tracks.
But she's showing her face. I mean, that's not a burqa. She's showing her face.
She's showing her face, and obviously many people before that have testified that she showed her face. The issue is what's inside her mind, what was inside her narrative, and what were her actions, and that was not seen by her.
And how does she go under the bigger question is how does she go under the radar? I understand that it's hard to get a homegrown terrorist or even something like this, but she was under the radar apparently to so many people, other than the fact that people must have been suspicious if she was buying bomb equipment or if he was.
She's not going to do that, and actually I suspect that most of those who are like her, who are going to conduct successful operations, are not on any list, and the FBI knows that.
And again, that picture right there, that is the evil terrorist. ABC News obtained that picture, but that is the first picture we're seeing of this woman, Pakistani descent, and she came over to the United States to marry this man.
Spent some time in Saudi Arabia. We don't know much about that phase as well.
But I assume that we will get it very soon. Anyway, there she is. There's the terrorist. Anyway, Walid, thank you.
Thank you.
The focus of the media, with the exception, of course, of the New York Daily News, has been on the killers. So who are these killers and why? But of course, it's also very important to note something else. 14 innocent Americans were murdered, slaughtered by these horrible two people. Fox News correspondent Jonathan Hunt, though, has more on these 14 victims and the families whose lives have been forever changed. Jonathan?
Greta, if you wanted to find a cross-section of America, you could have walked into the holiday party being held at the Inland Regional Center in San Bernardino Wednesday and found it. Hardworking fathers, mothers, sons and daughters, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, some born here, some immigrants who'd fled other countries to escape persecution or violence. Then violence found them. And last night, thousands gathered at a candlelit vigil to remember the 14 gunned down and killed so brutally at that party. Among them, Bonetta Betbadal. She was 46 years old and left her native Iran when she was 18, apparently to escape Islamic extremism and to pursue, her husband said, the American dream.
She had that opportunity. She raised her beautiful 3 kids. Had the house, education, work, and enjoying life, vacationing and spending time with the family, and unfortunately was taken away by an evil man, an evil woman.
31-year-old Tin Nguyen was another who came to America for a better life. Her mother fled Vietnam when Tin was 8 years old to bring her to the United States. Her father said that just days ago, Tin was trying on wedding dresses. She planned to marry her boyfriend in 2017. Nicholas Thalasinos was 52 years old and worked with Saeed Farouk, one of the shooters. Thalasinos was a Messianic Jew, and while he was apparently outspoken about Islamic terrorism, he got along well, according to his wife, with his Muslim colleague. Jennifer Thalasinos also said her husband always put others first, and she said she is cherishing the memory of her last moments with him.
And he dropped me off. I had a snack day at my job. I'm a second grade teacher. And I had snacks that I needed to bring in, and he's all, I'll bring them in for you. So I actually got an extra hug and a kiss before he left. So I'm just holding on to that. I'm just grateful for that.
40-year-old Robert Adams grew up in the San Bernardino area. He married his high school sweetheart. For years, they tried to have kids. 20 months ago, their daughter Savannah was born. Friends said he doted on her, taking her to play in a local park almost every day, posting pictures of her on Facebook every night. those are just snapshots of 4 lives, Greta. 4 of 14 ordinary American lives taken in such an extraordinary and brutal fashion. 14 families devastated, struggling, like the rest of us, to understand why.
You know, Jonathan, every single one I read, I mean, there was a father, I think he was 37 years old with 6 children. I mean, it's just, you know, these hateful, horrible people. Anyway, Jonathan, thank you. And today,